Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel, and in our top stories today from the Washington Post, ex-IRS contractor who leaked Trump's tax returns sentenced to 5 years. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You would think that the establishment uniparty legacy media would be covering this, right? 24/7 news across all the spectrums of the news media, but of course, alas, that is not going to happen because, of course, he probably thought he was doing the good work of the establishment and the left to obviously expose Donald Trump, but it did not succeed, just like all the ridiculous cases against Donald Trump right now. A former government contractor who leaked a slew of confidential tax records filed by the wealthiest Americans, including those of President Donald Trump, was sentenced Monday to the maximum of 5 years in prison in what a federal judge called the biggest heist in IRS history. Now, I don't know about that, because we got to go back in time. Many of you may remember, now this is from October of 2017, when Lois Lerner was going after Tea Party members and patriots, or they had that in their names. For conservatives, she confirmed that darkest suspicions, or for conservatives, she confirmed the darkest suspicions in the Tea Party heyday years of 2009 and 2010. Hundreds of groups affiliated with the party had sought tax exemption status of 501c, social welfare organizations. IRS demanded for documents, left many of them in bureaucratic limbo for 1 year or more. So basically she was pursuing them, but of course the Democrats had to come to her rescue. You see, Senator Ron Whedon had to come to her rescue and say that individuals that were part of or included progressives in their names as well, who were going for 501cs, was also there. So I don't know whether or not this particular one would be the biggest heist. Now, I would say it was part of the establishment uniparty's effort for him to try to get this information to the media. Charles Littlejohn pled guilty last year to one count of unauthorized disclosure of income tax returns. Littlejohn, 38, admitted that he leaked Trump's confidential tax information to the New York Times in 2019 and then replicated his work the next year. Wow, it just continues on, because the desperation by the left and the establishment during this time to expose Trump, because this is exactly what's happening now. So when we talk about the establishment uniparty, it's a collection of people, right? It's not one big monster entity. It is a collection of different organizations, groups, peoples, activists, media, Hollywood, just an assortment of individual people, to include individuals like this. Now, this isn't limited to just this former IRS agent. I mean, it's limited to individuals that work at certain, for example, that work at Xfinity and Comcast, Twitter. You know, it's all these people that are all infiltrators within these companies or sympathizers of the establishment, just probably seeking some level of fame of some kind or another. I'm sure Littlejohn is going to be like the just an amazing martyr for the left. So, as I was saying, filtering the tax returns and financial data of thousands of wealthy Americans to ProPublica. So he wasn't just trying to reveal documents. I mean, this guy was making an effort to get these out to the media. The news organizations published reports showing how Trump and the richest Americans for years paid little to no federal taxes. But, of course, the establishment media doesn't care how they get their information, because they can always cover themselves, right? When they say anonymous sources and the minds close to and protection of anonymity and all these sorts of nonsense. They can always cover themselves, and it's just really ridiculous, the level that they go to. And, of course, I can remember when this was all going down with Lois Lerner, too. I mean, this was just absolutely despicable behavior, but not uncommon, because we've always said how currently, our culture and our institutions have been hijacked by the establishment. And, of course, we said that it was going to be a very wild 2024. Congressman Robert Garcia today, the other day, on January 17th, was talking about Donald Trump's border agenda was to put alligators in moats, shooting migrants in the legs, electrified fences, and missiles into Mexico. So this was just another form of grandstanding. People were saying that maybe this was some sort of Democrat campaign commercial, because Donald Trump already addressed this back in 2019 in October. Now the press is trying to sell the fact that I wanted a moat stuffed with alligators and snakes with an electrified fence and sharp spikes on top at our southern border. I may be tough on border security, but not that tough, the press said, or the press has gone wild. Fake news, ladies and gentlemen. It's fake news. It's absolutely extraordinary. But here we are in 2024. We got IRS agents who, or this particular agent was leaking stuff to the media, of course, to help out the establishment, and just the myriad of things that are going on, to include the absurdity of Congressman Robert Garcia. But you guys will have to let me know down in the comments section, how wild do you think it's going to get in 2024? What have you seen so far? We're hearing things about, of course, Taylor Swift, whether or not what she's involved in her relationship is a PR stunt. Lots of bizarreness going on. I think more is going to be going on. Of course, we got the situation in Iran at the border as well. So it's heating up. I'm sure the mainstream media must be liking it, considering they got lots of layoffs too, because lots to cover. But nonetheless, guys, I want to thank all of you across New Tech as well as here on YouTube. And, of course, below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to. I've also included one of my favorite VPNs there if you guys want to check out my VPN user there that I use. I'm sorry, I got distracted by something here off to the right. Trust Zone is the name of my VPN that I've been using for years. I like it because I get directly on there and it just works, right? I go directly to the server, do what I need to do. It's a done deal. I don't have all this bloat and stuff for multiple accounts and so forth. But anyway, I'm not really here to plug Trust Zone. But yes, below the video you can find also, for those of you who are Prime members as well as order frequently from Amazon, those links as well. But you guys have been amazing. YouTube has been very bizarre and strange, but nonetheless, everything below this video is legit, according to all the things that we have to do now with YouTube. That's just really strange. But nonetheless, guys, appearing there on the screen, that would be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel, to include those shorts. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.